So black people can't be samurai. Women can't be samurai. The only samurai allowed are Japanese men because all Japanese people are samurai. White people are allowed to be samurai if they end up there and they learn the culture and basically fuck everybody else. Am I tripping or did we not have this same conversation when the whole Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer came out? Because this is insanity. Because I know for a fact that your friend that showers the least is probably on his way on a TikTok to comment Ghost of Woke-shima. Like, bruh, is being a woman woke now? Like, do yourself a favor and go watch Blue-Eyed Samurai if you haven't seen it, and then come back and decide if you don't want a woman samurai, because the trailer looked amazing. Y'all are tripping.
Pretty much. Okay, this guy pretty much sums it up. Ghost of Yotei sequel to Ghost of Tsushima have been announced. I played Ghost of Tsushima, love the story, love the gameplay. I really enjoyed the game. Now people are, let me not say people, some people are complaining because the sequel does not feature the protagonist of Ghost of Tsushima, Jin Sakai. The next protagonist for this game, Ghost of Yotei, is a woman. And you got the go woke, go broke crowd going crazy. And this time, I don't think people didn't care that much. I did not see the story trend after the announcement. This whole fake outrage died down. Yes, all this is fake outrage. I don't care what nobody says, because I see it, right? I would say this whole thing started to get out of hand after The Last of Us 2. Where there's this trend of people just hating on games. There's this whole theory out there that, you know, these developers are slowly replacing men with women. I don't give a damn either way. I play games to have a good time. I'm not trying to insert myself in every single game that I play. I don't know, maybe because I'm a minority, I don't really, most of the time, don't see myself in these games. So I just don't give a damn. But you got some people out there that they feel that if a game doesn't have a straight, powerful, strong white male, you know, like Kratos, what's the Duke Nukem, the game's gonna be bad. Which, by the way, that's another game that what was it, like Duke Nukem, the latest Duke Nukem game. That game was trash and nobody cried about it, but people just like moved on, and you know, it was that. So why are people upset? Okay, they're upset because well, first of all, upset because it was a woman. Women. I said women. I think nobody gonna convince me that if the protagonist of the sequel was a man, people would be this upset. But they are upset because it's a woman. They went out of their way to track down and search the voice actress online social media profile to justify why they do not like this game. Okay, so the voice actress name is Erika Ishii. This is an article on Fandom Wire. Who is Erika Ishii? Ghost of Yotei actor is already upsetting bigots who wanted Jin Sakai to return for a sequel. They don't want Jin Sakai. They want a man. It was something weird about that. Because there hasn't been any more information about the game. They just said this is on the official PlayStation YouTube page, right? In 1603, Atsu sets out on a journey in the lands surrounding Mount Yotei, an area filled with sprawling grasslands, snowy tundras, and unexpected dangers. Ghost of Yotei comes to PS5 in 2025. So they're not saying that the protagonist is going to be fighting for women's rights in Japan. They're not saying that in a world dominated by male samurais, this lone female is going to fire her way to the top in trying to fight misogyny and blah, 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 blah. Which, by the way, there's a side story in Ghost of Tsushima that talked about that. I don't want, should I spoil it? One of the characters, right, story was that her sister was married off to an abusive husband, and you know, if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about, right? And also, Ghost of Tsushima had some powerful and influential women in the game that helped Jin Sakai on his journey. Without these women, he would have failed, right? One of them was Yuna, a thief Jin encounters after surviving the disastrous attempt of repelling the Mongol invaders on the beach, who encourages him to fight in other ways besides the code of the samurai. So she saved Jin Sakai after they were annihilated by the Mongols, and she didn't teach him how to fight. She basically showed him other ways that he can go about taking on the Mongols, right? So she helped Jin Sakai. Another one was Lady Masako. She was a really good fighter, strong, independent woman, don't need no man. She was in the game, right? Wife of one of the samurai who died in the opening battle, and an accomplished warrior in her own right. Jin tries to recruit her, but he must first assist her in her mission of vengeance. This was, well, not spoiling it. Okay, what was there was another one. Tomoe, another one, very capable archer, female archer in the game, a skilled archer who is a former student of Sensei Ishikawa. She later joined the Mongols and taught them. Okay, she was a young, he was what, she's like 16, 18 in the game. So a young girl was teaching the Mongols, which was mostly male, in the way of the bow. So I don't know why people are surprised that Sucker Punch chose a woman for the sequel. Which was, there were really good characters in the game. Like, if you love Ghost of Tsushima, you should not have any issue with a female protagonist in the sequel. I get it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with missing Jin Sakai. Me personally, I could care less for Jin Sakai. Outside of the world of Ghost of Tsushima, he was a regular guy. That's why I like the character. He was a regular guy. He wasn't some like chosen figure. He was the only one that could save Japan. He was just a regular guy, and he had to choose between the way of the samurai, which was taught to him by his uncle, or go in a more sneaky, basically fight like the Mongols. He had to choose between fighting like a honorable Japanese samurai or fight like the Mongols. That was, you know, part of the story, which was I like it. But outside of that, he was just like a regular guy. There were some other female characters. There were women all over this game. So I don't know I don't know where this reaction is coming from, but let's keep going. So this is an article on Fandom Wire, right? Blah blah blah. In a surprising turn of events, Sucker Punch has unveiled Ghost of Yotei, the highly anticipated sequel to their 2020 hit Ghost of Tsushima. But while fans are excited to return to the world of feudal Japan, some are less than thrilled about the game's new female protagonist, Atsu, who will be played by none other than the talented Erika Ishii. So this is her right here, the voice actress that people have gone out of the way. That's weird, man. Like, she's just an actress. Nobody should be receiving death threats and harassment online because you don't like that they are doing their job. She was hired to do a job. If you don't like the game, don't buy it. That's all I say. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Save your money. In my opinion, it's a win-win, right? If I see a game that has, for example, The Last of Us 2, I did not buy The Last of Us 2. I did enjoy The Last of Us. And the reason I didn't play The Last of Us 2, well, one, there was spoilers everywhere. And I wanted to see the story of Joel and Ellie. The way that they went about Joel, I did not have an issue with Joel dying. Spoiler alert. I didn't have an issue with Joel dying at the hands of Abby. I just wanted to see the story completed. No, the story between Joel and Ellie completed. I guess that was, you know, the route that Neil Druckmann wanted to go. Like, this whole thing of not knowing. I don't know. I just didn't like the story. So I just, you know what? I didn't go out of my way and complain. I just, you know what? This is the direction that the people, Naughty Dog wanted to go. It is what it is. I moved on. People could not when that game came out, oh my god, it was a firestorm. The fandom was divided. People was like, I'm team Abby versus team Joel. Joel did nothing. Go on YouTube and look up The Last of Us 2 video essays. There's like hundreds of videos. It was not a big deal to me. I just moved on. Okay, that's right, folks. Jin Sakai, the stoic samurai who stole everyone's hearts in the game, will not be returning for the sequel, and apparently that's just too much for some fans to handle. Erika Ishii may not be a household name just yet, but she is no stranger to the world of video games, with an impressive list of credits that includes titles like Apex Legends, Valkyrie, Destiny 2, Anna Bray, Deathloop, Dr. Wenji Evans. I didn't finish Deathloop. That game's kind of I didn't like it. As well as the highly anticipated Dragon Age Velgard Rook. Ishii has quickly established herself as a talented and versatile actor in the industry. So she got some background in the voice acting. I think she's an actress too. So she knows what she's doing. But it's not just her voice acting chops that have made Ishii a rising star. As a TTRPG enthusiast, okay, she got some other stuff like podcasts, movie roles, blah, 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 blah. However, it seems that some Ghost of Tsushima fans are less concerned with Ishii's acting abilities and more preoccupied with the fact that she's not, well, Jin Sakai. Is it because she's not Jin Sakai? So are you telling me that if this sequel, right, Ghost of Yotei, and the new protagonist was a Japanese man, people will have the same reaction? Is it really about Jin Sakai? I don't know, man. Like, maybe I'm not looking for it, but I haven't seen a fan base. I'm not saying that there's not. I haven't seen a fan base for Jin Sakai like I would say Ezio from Assassin's Creed, Kratos from God of War, Master Chief from Halo. Like, are there these people? Are they out there? Oh, issue is because she's a woman. I think it's because she's a woman. Sucker Punch made the official announcement on Twitter. Let's just say the reactions were far from positive. Okay, Ghost of Tsushima, the protagonist, new story to unfold. Blah 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 blah. We all thrilled that Atsu is played by amazing Erika Ishii. Okay, so. I'm not even gonna bother to read the comment section. And it's not the first time that Sucker Punch has done this. If you are a fan of the what's the name of the game? Infamous series. For Infamous Second Son, the DLC. I wish it was a full game because I enjoyed the DLC way more than the main game. The DLC, they replaced Delsin Rowe with Abigail, right? And her story was way more interesting than that of Delsin Rowe. So I'm gonna wait for more information to come out about Ghost of Yotei. Immediately the cries of West Jin began to flood the comment section, with some fans expressing their disappointment in the direction of the sequel. Again, no gameplay. We do not know what the story is about. People are bitching already. Others were even more vocal in their displeasure, suggesting that Sucker Punch had made a great mistake in not bringing back everyone's favorite samurai. It as some fans are having a hard time letting go of their attachment to Jin. Sus. Even going so far as to suggest that Sucker Punch has doomed the sequel by daring to introduce a new protagonist. What the hell are people talking about? The negativity didn't stop there, with some fans even declaring that their excitement for the game had completely evaporated upon learning of Ishii's casting. Okay, it's disappointing to see such a knee-jerk reaction to what could be a fascinating new chapter in the Ghost of Tsushima story. After all, change can be a good thing, and Sucker Punch has more than earned our trust when it comes to crafting compelling narrative. Yeah, I'm not. People are doing too much. Okay, the whole go woke thing is getting out of hand. It's funny watching these people turn into their counterpart, which is the woke crowd, right? The go woke, go broke crowd. They've slowly turned into the woke crowd, which is these people are going out of their way to find things to complain about and make posts and videos on YouTube. And you got people that know what they are doing. They are purposely using, rage. What do you call it? They're making like rage content to get people mad. Hey, look, you should be upset because these people are trying to replace you. They are making fun of you. Blah 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 blah. It's all men's fault. Men are disappearing. It's just complete nonsense. While some fans may be disappointed at the essence of Jin Sakai, it's important to remember that Ghost of Yotei is set more than 300 years after the events of the first game, as one astute fan pointed out. Okay, it's a sentiment that we explored in our article just yesterday, where we argued that Jin's story had run its course and that a new protagonist could breathe fresh life into the series. I agree with that. I think the Jin story rounded up pretty well. He lost everything, and gained something new. He lost his family. He lost his honor. even though he was the one that saved his country. Now he's an outlaw, and his uncle is gonna, you know, track him down. Now is it? I mean, they could have made the deal. There was a DLC, right? For Ghost of Tsushima, there was a DLC, but I don't think it was about that. It was about another faction of Mongols that was still in Japan that he had to take out. I don't think it involved his uncle. With Ghost of Yotei set to take place in 1603, there's plenty of room for Sucker Punch to explore new themes, characters, and gameplay mechanics. And with Erika Ishii at the helm, we have no doubt that Atsu will be a compelling and memorable protagonist in her own right. So while some fans may be upset at the change, we're excited to see what the future holds for the Ghost of Tsushima series. Okay, so like I said, I don't think people are upset that Jean's not coming back. They're upset because it is a woman. And another thing too, people like y'all got way too much time, so they went out of their way and found some post that the voice actress made online. No, she's a pro LGBTQ, you know, that alphabet stuff. I don't care about that. So this is some post that people are pointing out. They're basically saying that because of her views, her personal views, that's gonna get transferred into the game, which I don't think is gonna happen. Although trans actors are fairly considered for cis roles, it's imperative that trans actors have the opportunity to play trans roles. I don't give a damn about this. I don't care. I don't. When was this a thing? Like, okay, this is another post that somebody made. So if you want to boycott Ghost of Yotei, you should also boycott these games. So she's a voice actress in Destiny 2. Mentioned that already. Psychonauts 2. You gotta boycott that. Apex Legend. You gotta boycott that. Marvel's Avengers. Well, people are not playing this game, so River City Girl, I don't know what that is. Halo Infinite. You gotta boycott that. Guild War 2. So there you go. If you don't want to play Ghost of Tsushima, you know, because this woman, because of her personal views, here's a list of game. Yeah, people are doing too much, especially as of now. There's not really a lot of information about the game. We don't even know what the story is going to be about. All we know is that the main character is a woman and it takes place somewhere else in Japan. That's it. We don't know if the Mongols are coming back. We don't know if Jean's influence is somehow that's going to get transferred to her, or she's going to, you know, find a different path. People are just looking for stuff to complain about. Okay. They did it with GTA 6. People were crying there's too many black people in GTA 6. They did with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh my god, a black guy and a Japanese woman is just too much. I don't know, man. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, this time I don't think people care that much. These people, man, these Go people are slowly exposing themselves. I don't think it's about her personal views. You just mad. Or I think some of these people feel left out. Okay, so this is from an Asian guy. Let me see what this Asian guy says. I don't know if he's Japanese or not, but let's see what he got to say.
So black people can't be samurai. Women can't be samurai. The only samurai allowed are Japanese men, because all Japanese people are samurai. White people are allowed to be samurai if they end up there and they learn the culture and basically fuck everybody else. Am I tripping, or did we not have this same conversation when the whole Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer came out? Because this is insanity. Because I know for a fact that your friend that showers the least is probably on his way on a TikTok to comment Ghost of Woke-shima. Like, bruh, is being a woman woke now? Like, do yourself a favor and go watch Blue-Eyed Samurai if you haven't seen it, and then come back and decide if you don't want a woman samurai, because the trailer looked amazing. Y'all are tripping.
Pretty much. Okay, this guy pretty much sums it up. It's just this dude feel left out. It's not even, I can understand if like Japanese men were complaining about this. It's mostly white dudes complaining about, oh no, where's Jin Sakai? We need Jin Sakai. We don't want a woman samurai, you know, because she's LGBTQ and she has some views that I do not agree about. People are just doing too much, but I'm glad. Keep doing it. You are slowly exposing yourself as the weirdos that you are. and I'm loving it. Okay, people are slowly seeing that these people are full of shit.